There is no such thing as being a gold digger in this context in Islam. This is something that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded that the men pay. This has nothing to do with, her asking for something that is not her right. It's her right. It's like somebody that works in a baqala, and the second the person is walking out and he needs to pay, we start to view him negatively because now we need to pay. It doesn't work like that. You're walking out of a shop, you need to pay, whether or not, the topic of paying or not is something that that has nothing to do with it. And so the view of society here has nothing to do with the essence of the legislation of the mahar. The amount of mahar, however, is an interesting discussion, and I think we spoke about that a little bit yesterday. And that the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ attribute barakah, blessings to the woman and the house that reduces these sort of elements of the ma'una, the financial difficulties that a man have to bear, and that the more reasonable a woman is, the more blessed she is. So there's an encouragement there. There's an encouragement there. And you encourage this sort of person that, demand what you want, but be reasonable. Be reasonable and try and reduce. And at the end of the day, wealth is wealth. And like we said yesterday in several ahadith that you see with regards to the way the Prophet ﷺ dealt with this topic of mahar. Yes, the mahar was never ignored. Even with regards to the woman that was wahibati nafsiha, she wanted to be of service to the Prophet ﷺ, and a companion ended up marrying her eventually. But what supersedes all of that is that you actually get married. And sometimes what happens with this topic of mahar, especially with Muslim sisters, unfortunately, is we get lost in the source. The focus point shouldn't be, this is the mahar I want. The sooner you get married and you can start your relationship and you start having kids and you have your own home, you start to see, the level of joy and seeing your own kids and growing up and everything that comes with that far supersedes whatever money you were given at the beginning of a relationship. So don't focus on the actual value of whatever you're given. Focus more on the blessings of the actual nikah that brings into your life. Focus on that. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best.